my
Let's
God.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today honestly I'm bringing a very important topic, especially for some people out there that are looking to go into college in the next few years, in even the next semester. And the reason Maiwa is here is because she is the one that's going to be breaking down the topic that we're going to be talking about today. So Maiwa, you want to tell them a little bit about what you're going to be talking about, or what exactly you want to inform them, or how important it is, how did you find out about it, and what are the mistakes you made before or after, like what should you have done to make it better, and all that you can tell them. Just educate my family out there. So let's get into it. All right.
I think I should take one bite before I start talking.
All right, so yeah, what do you want to tell them about applying for college?
So first, I would recommend, if your high school has it, you should ask your counselor if they have College Possible or Avid, because those are like things that help you prepare for college. So I was in College Possible in high school. Oh, just in case y'all don't know, I'm a second year in college, so I know about these things. So College Possible, you join in 10th grade. So like at the end of 10th grade going into 11th grade. So they help you, in 11th grade they prepare you for your ACT or SATs. So they help you take like the practice test before you go into your real test. They give you the books, everything for free. You get to take your practice test for free. You don't have to pay for your practice test like regular people would if they weren't in College Possible. And then in 12th grade, they help you apply for colleges. So usually you'd have to pay to apply for college, like an application fee. But if you're in College Possible, you get to apply for colleges for free, like any college you want for free. And then
I didn't know that.
get any amount for free. Like let's say if you apply to 20 colleges, you don't have to pay any application fees
At all?
at all.
Oh wow.
So that's how you get to join those things. And like a lot of schools don't have it, or if they do, they don't really advertise it to students, so students don't know about it. But I had a friend, she told me, because she was in College Possible, she told me to join. So that's how I found out. And they, you have a coach, 11th and 12th grade. And if you have a good coach, they usually help you. They're annoying, but it pays off in the end. Because they hunt you down. Oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. They really hunt you down. But they help you apply for college. They help you with your essays if you need help with those. You can write your essays and bring it to them to read. And if there's anything you need to fix, they'll tell you to fix it. And that really helped me because I don't like to write. So when I was done, I would give it to my College Possible coach, and she would read over it, and before I turned in my essay. Now, another thing you need to do, if you don't have College Possible or Avid at your school, always talk to your school counselor. It's very important because, first of all, it helps you keep track of if you're going to graduate on time. Because a lot of students, they don't even know if they're going to graduate on time. And then 12th grade comes this graduation season, and they find out they're not going to graduate on time. So definitely keep in touch with your counselors throughout the whole of high school. But it's very important in 12th grade because they're going to, if you need a fee waiver for your applications, they can email the school that you want to apply to, and they'll get your fee waiver, which a lot of students didn't know about. That's why I'm just so lucky I had College Possible.
Did you know about it?
I didn't know about it.
Also, you still pay for it?
I didn't pay for anything because of College Possible.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't have College Possible and I didn't know about the fee waivers, I wouldn't have had to pay. So that's important. Keep that in mind. And then I would recommend to apply to colleges early, because if you apply to college early, most colleges, they'll give you a scholarship just for applying early. I think.
What do you mean, give you a scholarship just for applying early?
If you get into the school, they'll give you a scholarship for applying early because you applied the early application process.
Wow. And you get a scholarship just for that semester?
No, the whole year. Some schools they'll give you for the whole 4 years. Like my school gave me for the whole 4 years because I applied early.
Oh, you actually got it?
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Well, that's just what I was talking about. Good information. I didn't know about that. I never heard this before. But okay, now I know. Then what about loans? Did you get any loans, or what can you tell them about applying for loans? Are there any advantages or disadvantages of applying for loans when you applying for college?
Okay. When it comes to loans, I didn't know anything. So another reason it's good to have College Possible. College Possible really helped me because if I didn't have College Possible, I'd probably be in so much debt right now. But I learned that there's two different types of federal loans, and the unsubsidized is the bad one, the quote unquote the bad one, because it adds interest while you're still in school. So if you absolutely need to take a loan, I recommend to take a subsidized loan, because that one, it doesn't add interest until you graduate, or if you drop out of school, then it adds interest. So like for me, I took the subsidized loan because I'm not gonna pay interest until I graduate. And don't take private loans at all. Do not, unless like your financial circumstances are really bad. Don't take private loans because the interest is like really high and it'll be really hard to pay it back. And I recommend applying for a lot of scholarships. Don't think like, oh, I'm not gonna get it. There's so many people applying. Don't think that. I know people who apply for a lot of scholarships, and let's say they apply for 20 scholarships, they probably got like 15 out of 20 of the scholarships. So don't think like because let's say the thing is like 10,000 people can apply. Don't say, oh, they're not gonna pick me. They probably will pick you. Try to apply for scholarships that you get every year without reapplying. Apply for scholarships that are like reoccurring scholarships. So like every year you'll get the same amount again and again without having to apply again. Because those scholarships really help. Like I have one of those scholarships right now, and it really helps. I don't have to, like the only thing you have to worry about is maintaining a GPA. And it's usually like you have to have like a 2.5 GPA to keep getting the scholarship. And some scholarships that I would recommend applying for is the Wallen Scholarship.
The what?
The Wallen Scholarship, or Wallen Grant, WALLIN, Wallen. That's a good one. You get $4,000 for 4 years. And then you should also apply for the Page Scholarship. I don't know if it's Page Scholarship or Page Grant, but that one, I think you can get up to 2,000 to 5,000. I'm not sure.
Every semester or every year?
No, that one you have to apply every year.
Every year. Also
ask your counselors at high school to see if there's any like high school scholarships, because I got some of those, and those actually really help. Because let's say after your financial aid you have like 1,000 or 2,000 left to pay. If you apply for some of your high school scholarships, they're usually like 500 to 1,000. If you apply for a couple of those and you get them, then you don't have to pay anything. Before you think about getting loans, always get grants and always get scholarships. And one thing I noticed, I don't know if it's for everybody, but one thing for me, I noticed that grants give you more money than scholarships. Like you can get, like I've seen grants for like $20,000
in a year.
Yeah, like I have, like me personally, I have a grant of $18,000 for every year. So, and like my high scholarship is like 4,000. So, I noticed that grants give you a lot.
You have a grant. Sorry, for cutting you off. You have a grant of 18,000 every year for your tuition and everything. Okay, like what was the process? How did you get it?
I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. When I applied for my FAFSA, it shows you like all the money you get. So you get like the state grant, the Pell Grant, and then I forgot the name of the grant, but I searched it up, and it says that it's like an academic award basically. So if you have a certain GPA, or if you have like good grades throughout all of high school, they automatically give it to you through your FAFSA.
Like who give it to you? The college you're going to, or the state?
The state. Now that I think about it, it might be the college.
Maybe the college.
I don't know, because I just found it there. Grants usually give you more money, from what I've noticed. I might be wrong, but from what I've noticed, grants usually give you more money. So try to apply for grants, or get good grades, and you might get a grant just because you have good grades.
The fact that you didn't apply for it.
Yeah, and I just got it, and I honestly don't know where it came from. I was telling my mom because last year I saw it, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. But then I was looking at my FAFSA for this school year, and I saw it again, and I was like, "Where's this money coming?" And it's a large sum of money. I was like, "Where's this money coming from?" So I don't know if it's the school or the state that gave it to me, honestly, but I know it's because, like, if you have good grades, basically.
It is because good grades, but most importantly, that's God's favor right there.
You already know.
That's God's favor, honestly. Like, you can get it, like you can apply for it or something, but just out of nowhere, you know, that's God's favor too. So all the prayers she's been praying throughout the years in high school, her bank account, her spiritual bank account was so full that as soon as she got into college, they withdrew from it, and that was the result.
Look at that.
So yeah, actually, seriously though, now that you did all that you did, you got your grants, you got your scholarship, you moved to college, you living on campus. What can you tell them? Like, what is it like? You know.
Okay. Let me tell y'all what kind of school I actually wanted to go to. I wanted to go to an HBCU, so that historically black college and university. I wanted to go to that so bad. Y'all don't understand. I wanted to go to an HBCU so bad. I applied to, you know, honestly, I didn't even apply to that many HBCUs now that I think about it. I applied to Howard. Oh, actually I did. I applied to Howard. I applied to Spelman, Bowie State, and Coppin State. Oh, I only applied to 4. Nope. LSU is that's not a HBCU, no.
Oh, you applied to LSU?
I applied to in Lafayette. I applied to the one in, is it Baton Rouge?
The Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
That's LSU.
Yeah, I got into both of them too. You see, look at God, y'all.
You were admitted
Yeah.
into LSU, and you were in University of Louisiana at that time?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I applied to other schools I got in, and look at me, still stuck in Minnesota. But anyway, I wanted to go to an HBCU, but things changed, and I ended up going to Augsburg University in Minnesota. It's a small school, but it's okay. I wanted to go to a big school so bad, but
that's just the way God works. Do you think if you were to go to one of those big schools, you were gonna get all the, all the benefits you got?
I'll get back to talk about that.
Talk to them.
The financial aid I'm getting from Augsburg is so much better than the financial aid I would have got from like your school. They tried me.
Mm-hmm.
They tried me. So I think after my financial aid for that school, they wanted me to pay, I think it said $22,000 out of pocket. Excuse me, who's gonna pay
from my
that?
school?
Yes, I'm like, but then again, because out of state tuition is a lot already, and they didn't give me a lot of financial aid over there, so I don't know if it was 22,000, but it was up there. It was really up there. Maybe it didn't reach 20,000, but it was a lot. So, and I don't have that kind of money laying around. So I had to humble myself. I said, let me stay in Minnesota. Let me humble myself quickly. But I do appreciate Augsburg. It's a pretty good school. I wasn't very open-minded when I went into the school, but it's okay. After you make some friends, it's okay. But there's this, let me not talk about this boy. This boy, he got a big old butt. That's why they call him juicy. His butt is so big.
And what?
His butt is so big.
His butt? Like a guy?
It's like a bubble butt. Like it's huge. It's huge.
I wasn't here. I didn't hear that. When Pastor you watch your video?
Oh Lord. Can you imagine? We both walking down the street, and his butt is just going foop, 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 and not me, I'm there. That's embarrassing.
Anyways, going back to the tips for applying to college, I think she pretty much already said or mentioned the most important things you actually need to know, not like to, but need to know before you apply for college and before you get into college. And honestly, just as I don't know if everything she said sounds new to you, but most of the things actually do sound new to me. So for international students, the things she just said, they might not apply to you because you are not eligible for them. But then there are other things out there that you can actually check for. Anything you can do that will allow you, that will make you pay the least tuition, because tuition is expensive. And then a lot of us, we want to go to grad school after we graduate from college. Anything you can get, research, ask questions, talk to people, make all the move you can make. That's for your own good. Unless you have all the money, even if you have all the money though, you can always use your money for something else than pay for tuition, as long as you have a different income to pay for that. Even if I had all the millions in the world, I want to keep my millions. I don't want to be paying for tuition. So yes, I'm so glad that you stopped by. I'm so glad that you watched this video. I'm so glad that you're still listening to me up to this point. So thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Have a good night. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.